have the option.
Okay, let me record this. And what we discussed in the last session?
Even in the last session, you recorded it and I didn't get it.
Oh,
I didn't send.
okay. Sorry. So I will send it today. Okay. Actually, it's a weekend, right? So maybe I forgot that. So I will definitely forward today. Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
Right. So what we discussed in the last session?
Last session, the last thing we discussed was we were maintaining the financial management area.
Okay. So you said enterprise structure has been completed, right? Okay. So we are going to start about. So next concept is financial accounting, global settings. Or this is we can call it as a company global parameters. Global parameters. Okay. So is it possible to join today evening as well or not?
What's that?
Are you able to join today evening?
What time?
At our same time, regular time. We're discussing, right? With another student Neil for. If it is possible only. Yeah.
So let me know what time, and if it's possible, I'll join.
Wait a minute. So what's your time zone?
I'm in Pacific time.
PST.
Yeah.
Okay, let me check it out. 7 p.m. PST.
Okay. I'll try to join.
Okay. Okay, fine. So it's a financial accounting global settings or company global parameters. So yesterday we created some company codes, business areas. So like that we did, right? So among all those things, the main important things is only company code only. Okay? So only company code is important. So remaining things are optional things. So only for reporting purpose, we are going to using remaining things. Got it? But every company code will require some basic settings. We discussed or not? See, it's a company code, and company code will require some things like see chart of accounts. It's required accounting groups. Okay, fiscal year variant, field status variants. Okay, so tolerances groups we required. Okay, and the document splitting we need to do accounting groups and retained earnings account. So such a things we have to do it for company code. So those all things we are going to discussing under company global parameters. Or as a company global parameters. So in this company global parameters, let's say for example this is a company code, and here we have a chart of accounts, accounting groups. Let's say fiscal year variant, and this is a, for example, tolerance groups, and field status variants, and let's say document splitting here, and posting period variants, and next one is retained earnings account. Got it? Retained earnings account. So these all things we should assign to the company code as well. So we need to create chart of accounts, and we are going to assign to the company code. So we are going to creating fiscal year, and we are going to assign to the company code. Understanding, right? See, Here, some steps are we are directly assigned to the company code, and some parameters are we are not directly assigned to the company code. See, for example, let me take accounting groups and document splitting and retained earnings account. So here the document splitting, see document splitting we are going to create with the reference of chart of account. And accounting groups also we are going to creating with the reference of chart of account. Okay. And the retained earnings account also we are going to creating with the reference of chart of account. So chart of account is assigned to the company code, right? So then we will use the document splitting, retained earnings account and accounting groups to the company code as well. So some things we directly created and directly assigned to the company code, and some of the things are we are not directly assigned to the company code. Okay, so indirectly those things are affected on the company code. Clear? We did these things before or not? Last session we have a discussion on it or not? Hello?
No, we haven't discussed on it.
Okay, so let us see. So we have a chart of accounts and assignment to the company code, define accounting groups, fiscal year variance, field status variance, company, and assigning to the company codes and rate earnings account, documents building. So like that we have so many steps. So we'll go with one by one. So first one is define chart of accounts. Define chart of accounts. So what is a chart of accounts? Any idea?
No idea.
Okay. So chart of account is going to be contain all the GL accounts, general ledger accounts. So let's say rent account, bank accounts, cash accounts, receivables, payables. So all the accounts where it's going to be contained by this chart of account. Got it? Here, so here in FI the reporting system will be generated to the GL accounts. So these GL accounts are going to be contained by this chart of account. Let me take, for example, this is a chart of account. So what is a chart of account? So chart of account is going to be contains all the GL accounts. Some examples are like rent accounts, cash accounts, bank accounts, account receivable, accounts payable, down payment accounts, interest calculations, so like that. So all GL accounts we are going to create it under, we are going to maintain under one chart of account. Okay, and the chart of account we can use it for multiple company codes. I mean, same GL accounts, you can use it for multiple company codes for the reporting. Got it? So first we need to create this chart of account, and later on we should assign to the company codes. Here we have three types of chart of accounts mainly. So mainly we have three types of chart of accounts. Three types of chart of accounts. So first one is operating chart of account. Next one is country specific chart of account, and third one is group chart of account. First one is operating chart of account, next one is country specific chart of account, and third one is group chart of account. So operating chart of account is using for company code purpose. For example, like so I have a two company codes. For example, company code 1, company code 2. So these company codes, they have to use one chart of account. So this is a mandatory. Each and every company code must and should use one chart of account. So that's a mandatory thing. So that chart of account we can call it as a operating chart of account for operating their daily transactions. So for their reporting, daily reporting purpose, we need to use the chart of account, right? So that is we can call it as a operating chart of account. For example, these two are working at, just assume, in USA, but the main company, like the parent company, is located in, let me take in Australia. The parent company is in Australia. So then sometimes we need to generate reports for this company as well. Got it what I'm saying? So these two are the operating chart of accounts. So these company codes must and should use on chart of account. So that is we can call it as a operating chart of account. So for example here ABC1, that is one operating chart of account. ABC2, so that is another operating chart of account. And for the country purpose, like for generating reports for the country, they should use another chart of account. So that is we can call it as a ABC3. So this is a country specific chart of account. Why? Because so in ABC1 and ABC2, the reports are going to be generated according to the USA regulations, according to USA reporting system. So the GL accounts are going to be created. So, but we need to generate reports separately for Australian government. So for that purpose, we are going to maintaining another set of GL accounts. Got it? So sometimes they will generate reports for the group. So instead of they are providing, individual company codes, so they are going to providing reports for the group company code and group company as well. So for generating reports for the group company, so they are going to using the group chart of account. So this is using for group reporting, group company reporting. So the group company reporting purpose, we are going to using the group chart of account. Got it?
Yeah.
Clear, right? Any doubts here? So here country specific and group chart of accounts are optional things. So if we have a situation like this, we will use the country specific chart of account. And if client wants to see the reports for the group company, so then only group chart of account will be created. But must and should, we should create operating chart of account. That is a basic thing, and that is a important one. Why? Because all the reporting like balance sheet, profit and loss statements, cash flow, every reporting will be generated from operating chart of account. So that's why that is the important one, and that is a mandatory thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm going to show you how to create the chart of accounts and how to assign to the company code. So transaction codes I mentioned in this notepad file. So just to go through this notepad file, and I'm going to show you the pot minutes now. Yeah, I'm going to give you the, I already gave the access to you. So just enter SPRO command window. Oh yeah, SAP reference IMG. Now we should go with financial accounting new. So financial accounting is a old version. Before 2006 they used that one. So the new version is financial accounting new. Yeah, GL accounting. So chart of accounts is belongs to general ledgers, right? So simple logic. We should go with GL accounting new. And chart of accounts is a basic building block. I mean, if you want to create the GL accounts, the basic thing is chart of account. So it should be under basic settings. Wait a minute, let's not open it. Okay, here master data.
GL accounts.
Yes. Preparations.
And create preparations.
Yes. There we have option edit chart of accounts list. Second option, edit chart of accounts list. So here, this server is used by so many people, right? So that's why we can see the different samples here. We should go with the new entries for our company purpose. Okay.
So this is just an alpha.
Here we'll create the chart of accounts. So what's the company code we created last time? Do you have the idea? So what's the code we used?
Use IM.
Yeah, exactly. IM.
Uh,
Okay, IM01, IM02, like that we created, right? So first we should focus on one company. So let me complete all
IMG.
things for this Imran Hotels. So later on I will copy all the settings from Imran Hotels to Imran Textiles. That option is provided by the SAP. We just easily copy the settings from one company code to another company code. So first we should focus on
IM.
Imran Hotels. Yeah, IM01. Right. So now use this. So it is better to use the same code like that. Why? Because we can easily get these things later on as well. So I am 01 description chart of accounts. What we're creating now, chart of accounts exactly. Maintain language English.
English.
Yeah, English. Okay. So by using chart of accounts, we are going to creating GL accounts, right? So it's asking the length of the GL account number. Each and every GL account contains some identification number, right? So that identification number length is asking by the system. So maximum we can use 10 digit. 10 digit
Let's write 10.
we can create maximum 10. Yeah, that is our intention. I mean, depends on the client requirements, that is going to be changes. So some clients will use 10, some clients will use 8, some clients will use 7, depends on. Okay. Yeah. Now integration part, controlling integrated. So integrated means connection. So there is a connection between chart of accounts to
Company code.
chart of accounts to controlling.
Oh, okay.
Let's have a look. It's very interesting. So FI and CO are the highly integrated things. So that's the reason we are going to learning both the things. So now one connection is we are discussing now. So later on we will see how completely FI is integrated with SCO. Just one connection now. Now what we are going to creating? We are trying to creating chart of
The
accounts.
uh,
By using chart of accounts, what we are going to creating later on? What we are going to
GL
create?
accounts.
Using chart of accounts, we are going to creating GL accounts.
GL accounts.
Right. In controlling part, so first we are going to creating controlling area, and by using controlling area we will create cost elements. Got it? Yeah. So now here the connection between GL accounts to
Mhm.
cost elements. See, cost elements are two types, primary and secondary. So about secondary cost elements we will discuss later on. Let me discuss about primary cost elements first. Okay. So primary cost elements are nothing but all GL accounts. See, the GL accounts are going to be converted as a cost elements. Got it, right? What are the primary cost elements? So the primary cost elements are nothing but GL accounts.
Yeah.
So the main GL accounts are dividing into four categories. So mainly all GL accounts are dividing into four categories: liabilities, assets,
Profit and loss.
income and revenue, and expenses. Okay, so liabilities and assets we are not going to be using as a cost elements. So the name itself showing cost element. So by you for generating their reports, for their costing and for their controlling the cost for the company, so they require some GL accounts. See, mostly they are going to using income accounts, revenue accounts and expenses accounts. So they're going to converting income and expenses accounts into primary cost elements. Got it?
Yeah.
See, in income and expenses also, not all the accounts, only a few accounts will be converted as a primary cost elements. So some of the income accounts and some of the expenses accounts are going to be converting as a primary cost elements. Okay. So how to convert those accounts, I'm going to show you later on. Here we have two options: manual creation and automatic creation. If you set here automatic creation of cost elements, all these accounts automatically converted as a cost elements. But they don't require all the accounts, am I right? They require only
Yeah.
income accounts and expenses account.
Expensive.
So that's why we will select here manual creation of cost elements. So if you set here manual creation of cost elements, so then manually the consultants will create the cost elements. Understand? So here also just select manual creation of cost elements. So I will show you how to convert GL accounts into cost elements. Next, consolidation. So under consolidation we have some one group chart of accounts. Okay. So for group reporting purpose we are going to using this consolidation group. So we already discussed, right? So we have three types of chart of accounts: operating chart of account, country specific, and group chart of account. So sometimes they're going to generating reports for group company as well. Okay, for consolidated purpose they're going to linking to each and every individual chart of account. Okay, but that is a optional thing. See, for example, so these are the two company codes I had: IM01, IM0, and my group company is IM1. And is a group company. See here, so IM01 is using one chart of account, IM01, and IM02 is using another chart of account, IM02. And but my group companies also, they want to use separate chart of account, IM8. Here maximum length is 4 characters only. Got it? So here group, in the group reports are going to be generated, right? Just for checking purpose. So just for cross checking purpose, they will link these two chart of accounts to these IMRA chart of account. So then we can do cross checking all the transactions. Otherwise, automatically the reports are going to be cross checked with group chart of account. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but this is optional. Make sure that this is an optional thing. So next one is under status. We have one checkbox is there, which is going to be indicated as a block checkbox. Yeah. So blocking means not in that sense. It's just for safety purpose. So what does the chart of account contains? General ledger accounts, right? So for example, we require 2000 GL accounts. So in implementation, we will create all the 2000 GL accounts first, and for the safety purpose, those 2000 GL accounts will be blocked here. Okay, so blocked means just like a No,
Beg your
you're just
pardon?
yeah, blocking for any creation purpose. See, not more than 2000 GL accounts will not be created. So if you're trying to create one more GL account, system doesn't accept it. So for that, I mean, for duplicating, for avoiding the duplication, for avoiding the fraud in a company, so we are going to using this blocked option. And the screen will be provided to one person. The screen access will be given to one particular person, and that person will access the screen. In future, if you want to create any new GL accounts, or if you want to create any um, if you want to change any GL account, if you want to modify any GL account, that person is the responsible. Only that person will change, or that person will create the new GL accounts. Got it? At this moment, don't set this block or checkbox. So if you set this block or checkbox, we are not able to create the GL accounts. Yeah. Just save the data, change your request, just put that company global parameters.
Company what?
I'm sorry, company global parameters. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Then what we need to do? We need to assign chart of accounts to company. Assign chart of accounts to company code. No, already opened, right? Without that one, we
It just
have.
went back.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, master data again.
Yeah.
So master data, GL accounts. Oh, it's not working.
No, it's not.
Let me rejoin again. I think server gets down. Okay, it's opening. Okay, so let me go with SPRO, FNSMG.
Assigning.
Okay, so here we are going with assign company code to chart of accounts. So click on position and here company code. I am 01. Continue. See here we have two company codes. I am 01 and I am 02. So here we will map the chart of accounts. Yeah, let's go with the search and map the chart of account here. So here white state box, yeah, so this is the search indication. Yes, here we can choose our chart of account what we created. Drop down that, come down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Save it. Actually, so same chart of account we can assign to multiple company codes as well. So about second company code we can focus later on. So if you know the code, so directly we can enter the code as well. So that is also one opportunity we have. Yeah, like that. Then save the data. Continue. That's enough. Company global parameters. Yeah. Okay. So the data was saved. So far what we did, we created one chart of account and the chart of account we assigned it for company.
Pretty good.
Next one is define account groups. So next concept is account.
Defining accounts.
So we are going to be having so many GL accounts, right? So let's say, for example, these all are the GL accounts what we have. So these all GL accounts are going to be dividing into different groups. See, so mainly all GL accounts we are using for two types of reporting: balance sheet, profit and loss statement. Okay. See, under balance sheet also we are going to be having two account groups. See here, under balance sheet we have liabilities and assets. And a profit and loss statement, we are going to be having income and
Yes.
expenses. Income we can call it as a revenue. So revenue and expenses. Okay. So like that we are going to create it. So if you want, so these groups also going to be dividing into two categories. In different categories again. So under liabilities we have current liabilities. So and we have a long-term liabilities. Okay, so like that we are going to creating. So secure loans, that is one group. So unsecured loans, another group we are going to creating. Share capital, one group. So like that. Okay, and assets also we are going to be having different groups. See, fixed assets, current assets. Okay, and here miscellaneous expenses. So like that we will create. So under income also we are going to be having sales, other income. Other income means like, just like discounts and all, and increase or decrease in stocks, like they are going to return some goods, right? In a company generally happen like that. So that return goods, income and expense, increase or decrease in stocks. So like that we will create. And expenses also we are going to be having personal expenses, see manufacturing expenses, administration cost, production cost, and then depreciation we have. Okay, and interest calculations, interest amounts. So like that we are going to maintaining different groups. Clear?
Yeah.
And the GL accounts are going to be dividing into different groups. For example, this is current liabilities. So in the current liabilities we are going to be having some GL accounts, and long-term liability, some GL accounts we have, and the resistance surplus we have some GL accounts, and assets, in fixed assets we have some accounts, current assets we have some accounts. So like that. Under income we have sales, increase or decrease in stocks. So other income we have some GL accounts like that. And expenses we have, see, raw material consumption we have some accounts, and see production cost, administration expenses, we have some accounts, depreciation, interest accounts. So like that, each and every account group is going to be having sub-accounting groups. There's different GL accounts. So our intention is I'm not going to be creating individual accounting groups, so I'm going to creating the main heads like this: liabilities, assets, expenses, and income. So these four accounting groups I'm going to create it. Clear? For our training purpose, remaining things are not required, only these four things are required.
But eventually, you have to create every single account.
Sorry?
You in real, you have to create every single account.
Could you please increase the volume?
No, no. Uh, in reality, do you have to create every single account?
In reality, we need to create individual accounting groups first, sub-accounting groups. So these things we can call it as a main accounting groups. So liabilities, assets, income and expenses. Actually in real time, we are going to creating
Yeah.
the sub-accounting groups, just like we discussed, right? So by using that accounting groups, each and every single accounts will be created. I'm going to show you how to create accounts as well, GL accounts as well. So before we are going to creating GL accounts, we are going to maintaining some groups here.
Accounting.
Yeah. For example, I want to see some only total asset values. If you don't have this type of division, or if you don't have this type of arrangement, it's very difficult to see the reports. So that's why
Oh,
in the implementation itself, we are going to divide in accounting
okay.
groups. So then it is very easy. So later on, I can see assets reports very easily, liabilities reports very easily like that. Okay. Yeah, let's go with this define account group.
Uh,
See here. So this much of accounting groups will be created. New entries, the chart of accounts.
uh, I am
Yeah,
right.
account group.
So
So
this you create a
account
new
group.
one.
Yeah, we have so many account groups in real time, right? Just for short form for that account group. So for example, we created one chart of account and we mentioned some code, right? IM01. So like that, for this account group, this is some short form. For example, if you're creating liabilities, just put any code. For example, like this, LIAB. That is the code, and name as a liabilities. Got it?
Okay.
And here we should define one series of accounts. So the client will decide in the blueprint. So what is the series they need to maintain for each and every account group. Got it? We should maintain any series up to 10 digits we can use maximum length. I just used 6 digits, so that is my intention. So I want to use one series, so that's why I used one series here. In real time, each and every information will be provided in the blueprint. So by using the blueprint, we should create here. Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So create some four accounts. I am 01 again. Assets. Assets here. 200,000 to 299,999. Income. See 300,000 to 399,999. Expenses. Name. Expenses. Double nine triple nine. So like that we are going to using the different series for different accounts. So then we can easily create the accounts and we can easily generate the reports. Then save the data. So save it. Clear? Data save.
Yeah.
We created chart of accounts and we created accounting groups as well. Next one is define retained earnings account. Any idea what's a retained earnings account?
Uh,
Yeah. Okay. See, these are the reporting we are generating, right? Balance sheet and profit and loss statement. So under balance sheet we have liabilities and assets. Under profit and loss statement we are going to be having income and expenses.
uh,
So I'm just talking about at the end of the financial year. For example, just now we ended 2017 financial year and we started 2018 financial year. So how about the balances? So each and every account is going to be having some balance, right? So I'm just asking about that balance. For example, just think about your bank accounts. So in bank accounts, you have some balance of 25. I mean, I'm just asking about your person, okay? So let's say $25,000. So this amount will be carried forward to next year as a opening balance. Am I right? Yeah.
yeah.
And for example, you have some outstanding to some person, some your friend or some, so you have some outstanding of $1,000 to your friend. So that amount is also carried forward to the next year. Got it? Same amount
Yeah.
is a liability for you for the next year. But what about this income and expenses? So for example, you got some income of from your salary or whatever it may be. You got a $65,000 total in 2017, and total expenses you spent $35,000. Okay, so these things are only for one financial year only. We are calculating each and every financial year. For the next year, these things are not carry forward. Okay, these things are not sending to the next year. But here we are going to calculating net amount. So here total income minus all expenses. So this is going to be calculated here. So total income amount is $65,000 minus total expenses what you have $35,000. Okay, so finally you are getting some profit of $30,000, right? So these $30,000 only will be carried forward to the next year. So from next year onwards, the income accounts and expenses accounts are going to be starts with zero balance. In income, for example, your salary amount or any other incomes will be starts with zero. Your expenses also, let's say rent accounts or any your personal expenses, okay, everything will be starts from zero balance. Okay, so this $30,000 will be showing under balance sheet account. So we are going to creating one account, retained earnings account. So this $30,000 will be showing under this retained earnings account. Clear, right? Understood or not?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So for that purpose, we should define one account number for retained earnings account. So actually this is using at the end of the year, but according to SAP system, we need to define one account number, any one random account number as a retained earnings account. Okay. See, let's go with that. Define retained earnings account. Here chart of accounts. I am 01 and see P&L statement. Just put in some identification. Generally, it will take 2 characters maximum. So basically, all are using X as a identification. And account number, any one account number you can maintain like this, which is for balance sheet accounts. Okay, then save it. See, account is not created in chart of accounts. I am 01. Of course, we are not created this account, right? And it contains in yellow triangle. Yellow triangle means just a warning message. Just enter, press enter. Yeah, see, message is ignored. Continue. See, changes have been made. We created one P&L statement. Created one. See what is here? The transaction is showing balance carried forward. So the balance is carried forward to next year into this 100 account. Clear?
Yeah.
Right. So that is all about these steps. Define chart of accounts and assign to company code. Define accounting groups and define retained earnings account. Clear? Yeah. So remaining steps we will see tomorrow. Just do the practice. Yeah. So Imran, so I will send the files in your evening time. It's almost 11:30 here. So I will convert the recording in my morning time and I will forward to you. If you have a chance, just join in the session in morning as well.
Okay.
Okay then.
I will.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you.
Have a good
All
day.
right.
See you tomorrow.